What's up guys, Hobo88 here, and welcome back to iRacing. It's announcement time. We've got a new car. We've got a new car to play with. We've got the UMP Modified, 750 horsepower, modified body, open wheel, sort of on the front. It is a really cool car, and I'm super wrapped that it's come here to iRacing. So to get you guys warmed up here, I haven't touched anything in the garage. This is all the defaults. If we put it on Imperial here, so we've got American stuff. You can see this is the defaults for those that are really interested in setups and things like that. You got your toe-ins, steering ratios, all that good stuff, and then all the shock settings and cambers, casters, wheel spaces, all that sort of stuff. The sort of things that those who know what they're doing in the garage know what's going on with. Definitely not me. I'm just running the baseline setup, not changing anything in here. The track, Lanier, is also new, so we've got a new car and new track, which is really cool. Lanier, which is a paved oval these days, and is in iRacing as one of the free content tracks, a paved oval. But they've put dirt on it, and they've given it to everyone here to mess around with. It used to be a dirt oval before it was paved. Whoa, the wheel just had a bit of a fit. You can see down in the bottom corner there, I've done a lap time around here. You can see I've done 3 laps. So this is still I just did that to make sure that I had everything set up correctly. This is very much a first impression of this car and this track for me. Let's go ahead and roll out here onto the track, have a bit of a look around. I'm running at 20% track wear in the afternoon, so pretty tacky and nice and bright sunshiny day. And we might just cut a few laps here, take a look at the replay, then reload it all back up. Reload it all back up as a night session, and then have a crack at that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and see what this thing's like. A nice track for the service. It's a bit shorter. It's wide, but it's short. I think we'll get some really good racing on this track. Beautiful. Whoop, just got the wall there a little. Really good fun. So glad that there's new cars and new tracks here on iRacing. Once we've been on it, been getting a little bit old. Time for a change. Time for something new. Oh, just excuse my voice as well, guys. I've been sick again this week. I've been sick all winter here in Australia, summer. For you guys in the States, and I just cannot kick it. I'm struggling again this week. Bad throat. The voice is all messed up. I have to apologise as well, we've had a slower week here on the channel. We had Scops and Duros kick off this weekend at Phillip Island. That's been keeping me a little bit busy. And I just haven't had a chance to get on and do any videos for you guys. And one other thing I just want to touch on while I've got you guys as well. 5,000 subscribers passed this week. So keep an eye out. I'll be releasing some information at some point soon on my plans to celebrate 5,000 subscribers on the channel. But if you're watching this and enjoying it, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. It means a lot to me. It's an awesome community that we've got going in here, and I love each and every one of you guys. Here we go. Just done a few laps here now. Feeling out the car. It's feeling pretty good. It is somewhere between a street stock and a late model for for handling. I love it. Trying out a few of the different lines. Wow, there is a really good very bottom here. That's easily the fastest way at the minute while the track's good. Right around the inside wall. You'd like to think that as the track wears out though, somewhere up near the fence will actually become a good line. It's much more fun up high, but unfortunately not as quick. So much fun. Alright, let's go ahead and back it off here for a second. Pull this bad boy back into the pits if I can find the pit entry. That's the pit exit, but we'll pull in here. Take a look at this bad boy. We'll go right back up here to where we first dropped out. So this is when we just rolled out of the pits. We'll watch this for a little bit, just to get a feel of the way the physics work, how these things look. You can see I've already managed to get a very basic peak antifreeze Intel blue, black and white paint scheme on the car. Oh, how good is it, guys? How good does that look? Oh my god. That looks so good. I love it. I love it. Been really looking forward to having these cars come to iRacing. I've done a lot of videos with them in R Factor, and they're pretty cool fun over there. But it's just got nothing on iRacing. Like, everything about the dirt stuff on iRacing is better. Visually, obviously, it looks amazing, but physics and the way that the cars hook up and grip, and you can feel them moving over and digging into the ground, and they're so much better in every possible way. So I'm really glad that these things have come across. There's a lot of cars I'd like to see make it into the iRacing service, but these are ones that I've really been looking forward to seeing. And I think there are a few more that I'd like to see. I'd like to see midgets and a couple of other things come across, but for me, really, I think we need tracks. Like, we've got a lot of good cars now. We just need some better tracks. So specifically, I'm looking for shorter tracks, and this is in that direction. It's not real short, but it is in that direction. So it's on the right track. Maybe just quickly change the cameras here. Get a bit of a look at it from a different angle. Straight through the slick there down into turn 3. Yeah, it's because of the style of the track, they look like they're getting way too sideways, but it's just tight corners. The banking is really nice actually too. I remember driving around Lanier, and I was worrying a little bit actually about this track. The Lanier, the paved version, I'm not a big fan of. It's just so wide and such big banking, and I wasn't sure how that would translate into the dirt, but it's actually pretty good. Here's the bottom. The twist of the chassis down the straights, it's amazing. So that was the good lap. That was the fast lap right there, around the bottom, both ends. That was where it was at. Right out to the fence. Oh boy. Alright, well let's go ahead. What we're going to do now is we're just going to, we're going to actually quit iRacing. So bear with me for just a second here. We're going to go quit, yes. And I'm going to load up real quick for you guys this screen here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and set this to night as well now. And we'll adjust the track state and we'll bump it right up to 80%. And we'll see what that looks like and get a bit of an idea with the nighttime and higher track state. And we'll see how it looks. Once this boots up here, I'll switch back. Sorry, OBS is not liking it. There we go, that's what I wanted. Alright, so we're going to leave the garage again, we're going to keep it all baseline. This actually looks really cool. I'm liking the nighttime version of this track actually. So, alright, let's go ahead and roll out, run a few test laps. So you can see here, before we fire it up, we'll just get a bit of a look. Very black and slick all the way up. Oh wow. Not off the corners, but on the entry, and that's where you really pitch the car at the corner. You can imagine how that's going to wear out so much quicker than the exits of the turn. Let's ramp this thing up and have a bit of a look. It's a lot slicker. Whoa. A lot slicker. I like it. Yeah, that's much better off that corner there. Sort of got to search for the grip. You can actually see, and you guys won't be able to probably see it in the recording here, but you can sort of see where the track is more and less shiny on the corner exits. Obviously you want to try and get that big fat right rear into the parts that are not too shiny. That's where there's a bit more moisture. It's a bit awkward off it too. It's wanting to spit me out towards the wall. That was much better. Stunning. I have to say guys, I'm very impressed. And I knew that I would be, to be honest. Like, you look at the quality of all the other dirt content that's come out this far, it was always going to be good. I was just a bit more, what I was really curious about was how this thing would stack up compared to the R-Factor version of the car. Which is probably what a lot of you guys will be asking me and wanting to know is how does it compare? It's so much better. It's the problem I have with R-Factor especially, and it's the same with every car on there. The best one for it is the big blocks, which is why I enjoy them as much as I do, but the cars don't feel connected. They feel like they're sitting on top of the track, and you definitely don't get that with this. Car feels hooked up. Even on a slick track like this, it feels gripped. Body roll, there's just so much attitude. Looking forward to getting a few pictures actually of these cars. Better get the paintbrush out, paint one up. Nice SSR colours. Actually pretty good right up the top. Keep the car a little bit straighter, and there's a bit more juice up here. Look at that. It's a good run off the top. Whoa! Kind of mucked up the exit there on the back straight. Yeah, it's good up the top. Oh, well, got the wall that time though. Got the wall that time. Let's go ahead and do the same thing here. We'll go back and take a look at the replay. See what it looks like. It's another one of these things where the black, it's actually funny that compared to the other tracks, the black is really, really wide here. Somewhere like Eldora, if you set the track to a high percentage, you get a super black section right in the middle. It's super juicy on the top and the bottom. But here, the black is very wide, which is good. It's much better. It's an improvement. That's what I'd rather see. It's the only problem with iRacing at the minute is if you set a track state, it renders it unnaturally for me. The racing line is not what gets blacked up, it's just the mid-track, which in a lot of ways is accurate, but it's just not quite right. Here, this feels a lot more natural, the way that it's black everywhere. You've got to search around, you can find good speed all over the track. There is no super good bottom and top, and the black in the middle is just undrivable. We'll see what it's like once we load a sprint car or something in here, but in these cars they grip up pretty well. It's really nice actually. I really like it. Let's go ahead and load up my favourite camera, which is this one. Big fan of the TV camera, the natural camera that you get for broadcasts. Not switching from one to another, just one camera sitting up on the top of the tower on the main straight. I feel like I'm watching time trials from a Dirt Vision broadcast or a Speed Shift TV broadcast or something. Left rear wheel tucking in the guard like that's just super cool. Very impressed. iRacing's done a great job, and I wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest. I didn't know how these things were going to be. I was expecting them to be good, but at the same time I didn't want to hype myself up and then get disappointed. But these things live up to my expectations without a doubt. Very cool. Yeah, extremely impressed. No window net on the inside. It's not safe. Yeah, looking forward to getting out and having a few races in these. Let me know, guys, in the comments below which track you would most like to watch a race of these cars at. I'd be interested to know. And also let me know if you'd like to see this car appear for where we got the wall. Appear in the fun races or in the whatever it is I end up doing here to celebrate 5,000 subscribers. Let me know if you'd like to see a race in this car, or if there's another one that you'd like to see. Let me know in the comments below. If you are planning to get involved, what would you like to race in, or if you're just going to watch, what would you like to see? I haven't decided yet if it's going to be a proper fully fledged event like we did with the Great Southern Showdown or Shootout, or if it's just going to be fun races. I haven't decided yet, but let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. But more so, let me know what you'd like to see this car, a race with this car at. Would it be here at this new track, or would you rather see this thing run at Eldora or Williams Grove or something like that? Still only got the 5 tracks, Volusia and USA Speedway, the other 2. But having 5 makes a big difference, I think. It's a little bit better, a little bit more variety. And I'm looking forward to seeing how some of the other cars go around this track, being a bit shorter as well. So basically, first impressions, very good, both of the car and the track. I wasn't sure that I'd like the track, to be honest, and I actually really do. It certainly suits this car anyway. Well, it remains to be seen for the others, but I'll do another video with more variety for cars at this track here in the next day or so. Might do all of the cars here, just compare how they all go. But yeah, very impressed with the car itself. Fantastic, it's so good. It's every bit as good as I hoped it might be, and that's really saying something. But anyway, give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you're new to the channel, definitely make sure you hit the follow button. Lots of dirt content coming here, along with the V8 supercars. And if you're just a regular watcher who hasn't subscribed, please go ahead and hit the like button. It means a lot. And make sure that you subscribe while you're at it. That's it, guys. That's it for the video. Follow me on Twitter at Hobbo88 for all the latest. And come and join in our community Discord. Link is in the description below. Discord's free. Great place to hang out. There's a few good guys that are already in there. And you can chat to me and the other guys in the community, other subscribers to the channel. It's also a good place to keep up to date with what I'm up to. But links in the description below. Make sure you check that out. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.